Welcome to Sarasota History Alive. I'm Lee Gaines, your host, and this week we're visiting the former post office, now known as the Federal Building, at 111 South Orange Avenue. Sarasota's post offices have come a long way since 1878, when Charles Abbey was first postmaster. He ran the post office out of his general store near Cunliffe Lane along Sarasota Bay, south of Hudson Bayou. Unfortunately, in 1884, vigilantes murdered Abbey. The post office was moved to Main Street and then to a number of other locations in town. In 1923, it settled in a section of the Cummer Arcade off South Pineapple Avenue. Carrie S. Abbey, the wife of Charles Abbey's cousin, Myron, kept the post office running smoothly throughout those unstable years. Carrie was not only the postmistress, but she also carried telephone messages to residents after one of Sarasota's first 2 telephones was installed in the post office. During the Great Depression, $175,000 worth of financial aid came to Sarasota from the Works Progress Administration. This money was used to build a brand new post office on South Orange Avenue. Construction commenced in the beginning of May 1933. In contrast to the Mediterranean revival style so popular during the 1920s, the post office was designed in the neoclassical revival style. The building had a stone exterior over a steel skeleton and 8 columns with Corinthian capitals that support a full-length porch. The building was designed by George Albee Freeman and Harold N. Hall. Freeman, originally from New York, opened a Sarasota office in the 1920s and designed the Powell Crosley Mansion. Hall, a local architect, designed the Women's Club, now the Florida Studio Theater. In November of 1934, U.S. Postmaster James A. Farley dedicated the new post office to much fanfare and delight to Sarasotans. Mr. Farley, who also was head of the Democratic Party, had the uncanny ability to remember the face and name of everyone he met, even 20 years later. When he arrived in town, he was given a hero's welcome at the Seaboard Airline Railway Station at Lemon Avenue and Main Street, and from there taken to the Grand Sarasota Terrace Hotel. The cadets from the Kentucky Military Institute, stationed in Venice, paraded for his review. The city outgrew this facility in the early 1960s, and it again became necessary to build a new post office on adjoining property. The Federal Building was designated by the National Register of Historic Places in March of 1984. The city of Sarasota completed a $3.5 million restoration in 2003, demonstrating the wisdom of preserving our past for the enjoyment of future generations. The architectural firm of Barger and Dean, along with Craft Construction, orchestrated the project using the building's original drawings as their guide. Well, thanks for joining us. And remember to come back each week as we continue exploring our past and keep Sarasota history alive.